Former NACADA chairman, Honorable John Mututho, is calling for urgent consultations on new proposals set to reshape Kenya's liquor industry. The proposed regulations aimed at tightening control over alcohol production and sales have sparked debate across the sector. Mututho, a vocal advocate for responsible drinking, argues that the government must engage a broader range of stakeholders before moving forward. In a statement on Thursday, 31st July, Mututho emphasized that the liquor industry is a critical economic driver, supporting thousands of jobs and contributing significantly to national revenue. However, he warns that poorly crafted policies could disrupt businesses and livelihoods. He's urging the government to include bar owners, manufacturers, and local communities in discussions to ensure the regulations are balanced and effective. The proposal comes amid growing concerns over illicit brews and unregulated alcohol consumption, which have been linked to public health challenges. Mututho acknowledges the need for reform, but insists that rushed policies could do more harm than good. He is calling for transparency and inclusivity to create a framework that protects consumers while supporting the industry. As the debate heats up, all eyes are on the government to see how it will respond. Will this proposal strike the right balance, or is more consultations the key? Stay tuned for updates as this story develops.
Government manifesto, what they are trying to say, and that's where they go along. Because the current situation in Kenya will not be sorted out with what they are advocating in their policies. It's much more complicated. It's much more complex. But I respect them for trying to do something. At least it's good for somebody to do something. But this is how it should ordinarily be done. Before you come and pin those policies, look at what are the underlying issues concerning this issue of drug abuse and alcoholism in Kenya. The late President Kaunda decided, maybe it was his policy, to cry in public, Alilia Machozi, with a white handkerchief. He cannot be a head of state of drunkards. Somebody said that the Mututho laws, which are other, were not based on any policy. There was a policy by NACADA, and you need to ask somebody by the name of Madam Jennifer Kimani, who was the CEO of NACADA then. President Kibaki pronounced himself clearly, very clearly and cleanly, what he thought about the drunkards and drinking. You have it in your archives. He was clear what he wanted to do. Now, I did research for 100 years to know what is the problem, what are the issues, and then came up with now Mututho laws, or what they call ADCA, Alcoholic Drinks Control Act of 2010. This time around, what's causing mayhem is not necessarily alcohol. There are some tablets which are actually drugs, dissolved in water, huge quantity, and then people get high. We do not have real data to know, out of the mess we have, how much is attributed to wines and spirits, supermarkets, to petrol stations, how much is attributed to the people who are young drinkers. We don't have real data. So before you push in a heavy blame on supermarkets, for instance, you need to understand what is actually causing the problem. And to me, the issue of coming on to put in a law banning drinking at the age of 21 at the moment is a stillbirth. People are already voting at 18. So how do you allow them to vote at 18 and then come and deny them their right to enjoy themselves as adults?